All right, y'all. Gonna go try out the flea market. Me and my mother-in-law. What y'all think of that joker? Cast iron. Really great condition. I found that one morning before work, and of course, you know, I didn't catch it on video, but I'm gonna just say I found it. Everything I found is in the trash, and you all should know that. I shouldn't have to have video footage or any kind of footy to, you know, claim what I'm saying, because if you're all trash diggers, you find good stuff like that. You find good stuff like this. All this stuff came out of the trash or storage unit. You know, that was we cleaned out, me and my mother-in-law. Look at all this good stuff. Here's something I could say. I definitely found this in the trash. And a real mower. And I got another one, but the handle is busted off of it. But you know, I don't think it really matters, because you just bolt that dude right back in. Throw it in your flower garden, you know. Oh yeah. Trash life. Let's see if we can make some cash off them shits.
Valid 5/10 to 5/15. While supplies last.
That's Honey Bunny setting up over there. It's
US only.
right across the street. Look at this thing. My mother-in-law bought this for $1. It's a oil burning light or lamp or whatever. Isn't that so rad? $1 at an estate sale. Holy shit ski, boys. Found my selfie stick. Look, man. These two came free last week. And then at the same spot yesterday, that dude was ready. What? Free trash cans. I bought that one. I think it was like $10. Of course, these three don't have lids, but I paid $10 for that, and I got 3 of these jokers for free. Trash life. Broke a microwave. Trash life. Just broke yesterday on us, man. It's like, what? Really? You know what? Let's keep adding to the yard sale. Get this nice little trash picker thing going on here. Look at that. Picking up trash. Free trash picker. Somebody probably take that. Somebody will probably take that. So we got our table, got that real mower, and the other one back here. Got this little exercise thingy. Found it, scrap. There's the other boy with the handle. End table. There's that school desk chair. I actually gave that to my mother-in-law, so she watched Jesse one day for about 9 hours during the day, so he was awake all 9 hours, fucking flipping out. You know how he is, 7-year-olds. And a little tote of goodies, more goodies. All right, I gotta get this boy fed and head back over there. Oh man, was it a good day. Work sucked, of course, but after work, it was pretty rad, dudes. So I had to break out Sawzall Jim Duggan and cut down this pipe, the rest of it. I had in the previous video, I do believe I was talking about it. There was 2 pieces, 21 feet long, because I got the rest of the pile in the truck itself, and they were not 21 feet, but I think the longest one was probably about 10 or 12 feet. But yeah, my bed's about 6, so yeah, I had them hanging out pretty far, you know. And then picked some lockers up from Tony by the Hope House. He had this out for me, and he was going to drop it off at the house on his way out to Shelbyville, coming from this way. And I didn't answer the call because me and my wife, we were dead tired, and it wasn't late, but you know what I'm saying, we get up early. and I told him just drop it off next time because I got another boy that does that. He just comes through and drops it off. Toby. Speaking of Toby, he threw me some scrap too, man. He threw me down the aluminum rim, some brass pieces. I don't know if they're still in the bed here. I know my yard is fucked up, homies. My yard is fucked up, homies. I gotta see what he did with that brass, because he unloaded everything. That guy's crazy, man. And then I got my dance platform, man. I'm practicing. I'm getting ready for the Dance Dance Revolution sign-off 2017. So y'all saw this bike. And I threw some, it's a 26-inch mountain bike, but I threw on some 700C wheels, which is basically like a 29-inch wheel. And I was like talking to my wife, you know, I was like, man, I'm gonna get a fixie wheel set, you know, so I can take these brakes off. And a fixed geared bike, fixed wheel set, you know, like they call them fixies. I'm sure if nobody knows, it's basically a cog that's fixed to the hub. So if you pedal it forward, the wheel goes forward. If you pedal it backwards, the cranks, the wheel goes backwards. If anybody's ever seen that movie Quicksilver with Bacon, that Bacon guy, and he's riding around as a bike messenger, those were fixed geared bikes. And they were doing all those tricks on it, yeah. So, Shazam. Toby had us fucking set. One side's freewheel, and the other side is a fixed gear. Just fixed onto this fucking thing here. Here we go. And the other side has a lock ring and it's fixed on there. So whatever way you pedal the cranks is the way the wheel's gonna turn. One problem. This thing here has a quick release, which means in it, you know, gears, which means it's a horizontal dropout. What I really need is a vertical dropout. What I really need is a horizontal dropout. So the wheel would be able to slide back and forth to do the chain tension. The reason why this is vertical is because it has a derailleur. You don't need your chain tension because you want as much chain on it as possible, right? So it can go through all the gears. So I'm hoping, and it may work out that way, that one of these two, hopefully the middle one, will come around and wrap around that single speed cog and then come back and be the perfect length. You know, if not, it might have a little slack in it, or it might have a lot of slack in it, or, you know, and I'll have to get what they call a little pulley wheel, which are kind of cheap. And it's a wheel on a spring that will go against the chain and put tension on the chain so it don't come popping off the, you know, the sprockets. Boom. May have to get another chain for that, 1/8 by 32 seconds, but that chain might work. It may work. And then I got this thing. I traded him for that little wagon I had out there. We picked up a mower. We picked up a mower out there down the road here. It's about 20 minutes out. That didn't it didn't roll. He fixed it. A riding mower. He fixed it. He was driving all over his yard with it. And he had this thing he picked up off a free ad along with those wheels. It's a bicycle trailer. They used to have a seat on it for the kids. But it wouldn't work on his riding mower because this bent thing here is actually for the wheel of a bicycle. And not a tractor riding mower. You know what I'm saying? So when the bike turns, it doesn't hit. But it was hitting his back wheels, so I was like, dude, I would trade you. Would you? And he's like, yeah, I'll do that. Because when I bought that trailer for $10 over at that little flea market, I bought it for $10. My idea was I was going to pull it behind a bike, but the thing was freaking heavy. Boom, I got wood, you see? Who got wood? Make me a cheap little platform. Bolt down some kind of Rubbermaid tote or a trash can. Shit, sons. Get those wheels going. Take them brakes off of that. The derailleurs off of that. Maybe get another grip. A better seat. And boom, there's my new trash picking bikes. I used to do it out in Greenfield when we lived out there, but all I had was a single speed beach cruiser with BMX tall handlebars, and all I did was zip tied. I had these heavy duty zip ties, and I zip tied a milk crate to the front of it, and I had a backpack. That's how I scrapped. And if I saw something too heavy, I'd go get the Chrysler that had the back seats taken out so I can jam all the metal in it. This is way before I got my truck. So, found it. She told me to fire up the grill. We got a new brush, a lot better than what we got. Anyways, enough of me jamming on about what I got, sons. Oh man. Yeah, this weekend too, I'm taking a lot of shit to the dump. So, a lot of shit's got to go to the dump. Get rid of it. I'm done with it. Everything, it's mixed, ferrous, non-ferrous, maybe not the brass. Maybe not the brass, that'd be easy to take apart. But everything else is not so easy. Going to the scrapyard for shred, boys.
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it.
Looks like we got some brake parts. Maybe some aluminum. No, steel. That's good. What we got over here? Shot him a text to see if I can grab this dude too.